As Omicron numbers grow, St John Ambulance is handling its highest ever call volumes. 111 calls are up to 47% higher than pre-COVID average. Health correspondent Lucy Warhurst has this exclusive.
The shift started early, and it wasn't long before paramedics Bree Forster and Oliver Tyack were called to their first job. A car has flipped on Auckland's southern motorway. It's a code red, meaning it could be life-threatening. But this time, the driver's lucky.
So the patient in this vehicle has minor injuries, so they're being assessed by the crew in the vehicle behind me.
It's one of hundreds of call-outs. The number of incidents St John responded to across Auckland on Sunday was up 29%.
We're turning up to work at 6 in the morning, we're straight out the door, going to our first patient, and often only stopping for our lunch breaks, just back-to-back patients.
And there's an obvious reason.
Lots of jobs that come down COVID positive. Majority of our workload now, COVID positive patients.
Our next call-out was just that. COVID adds a layer of complexity. Every time they have a positive patient, they have to put on full PPE, making the process a lot longer. As they assessed the patient inside the ambulance, across the road, a fire broke out. Thankfully, no one there needed treatment.
Just lie nice and still for a moment. Take a little picture of your heart.
After a few checks, the patient was grateful to be taken to Auckland City Hospital. As one ambulance leaves, another one arrives. It really is one in, one out. And you can see how quickly the beds fill up. On Sunday, St John saw a 24% increase in incidents across the country compared to the pre-COVID average. More than 200 were COVID-19 related. With an increase in demand and a high number of staff off sick, it's causing delays.
We're quite often getting redirected a few times on the way to a job, just depending on if high acuity jobs are coming in. And then, everything is just running slower because of all of the extra PPE and the extra cleaning.
The ambulance and equipment all needs to be decontaminated before the next patient. Another COVID patient. They've just been called to a 46-year-old woman who's got COVID and has breathing difficulties. She's struggling to talk and feeling numb.
Do you feel short of breath currently?
After a few checks, they help her to the ambulance. Anyone with severe chest pain or difficulty breathing or other medical emergency should not hesitate to call 111. But there's been a rise in the number of people calling for non-urgent matters.
I've been to patients who have called us just because they want a rat test and no other reason, and calls like that do get frustrating.
The message is, don't call for non-life-threatening emergencies because someone who really needs an ambulance might be missing out. Lucy Warhurst, Newshub.